Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and I have another monthly mix. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jory and I have a little series here called My Monthly Makes where I share with you guys on a not so monthly basis anymore, all the things that I've been crocheting, knitting, sewing, so on and so forth. I like to do crochet and fashion content and even some little like hair tutorials and stuff as well. So if that's stuff that you're interested, please go ahead and consider liking and subscribing, okay, so you can join the fam. I only have 6 things to share with you guys. Oh wait, no, 7. I just don't have one of them with me. And I think they're all really cool. I do have patterns on some things, tutorials on others, blah, blah, blah. So I will, as usual, point out those when I get to them. But I hope this video provides you with a lot of inspiration on some of the things that you might be interested in tackling yourself. But let's go ahead and get right on into it. So first few things I have here are all crocheted bonnets. I made a crochet bonnet in the very beginning of this whole crochet journey of mine here on YouTube, and it was absolutely beautiful. And a lot of you guys loved it. I didn't really like keep track of how I did it. I just kind of like freehanded it. So I had intentions of making a tutorial for it, but it took me a minute to get there. But I do have a tutorial up for this bonnet. So if you're interested in this style, you can go ahead and, you know, take a look at the video either in the description or in like the little time card. It should pop up on the screen. But so I made 3 bonnets, and there's a video tutorial and a pattern I forgot to mention for this hat. So here's the first one. I really like putting beads on mine. Like, I don't know, something about the beads is just chef's kiss for me. This is the second one. This is a really pretty, what do you call this? Like a wine red. I think so. Is this burgundy? I don't know. I think I might be like slightly colorblind. But so I have this burgundy, and then it's got these really pretty like pink beads. And for all of my hats, I like to put beads on the ends of the little ties that come around at the base of your neck. And then third one, I have this silver one here. And the silver has like a multicolored little like, I don't know, eclectic vibe to it. So these are my newest little crochet bonnet babies, and I don't think I've mentioned this yet, but I have an Etsy, but I also made a Depop. So on my Etsy, I'm thinking I'm pretty much gonna stick to like more specialty things that I make, and then primarily like patterns. And then my Depop is where you guys will be able to get your hands on some of these things that I'm not going to be keeping for myself, these hats included. So if you're interested in getting these hats, you can go ahead and check out my Depop. These will be listed up on there by the time you guys see this video. But if you are also, you know, really into crocheting and you would like to tackle it yourself, like I said, I have both a tutorial and a pattern. Tutorial here on YouTube, pattern you can check out my Etsy for that. These are my first 3 little creations. And then next up I have this silver dress. It is a drop stitch dress. I absolutely love this thing. It makes me feel like a flapper every time I put it on. But if you guys are interested in seeing a tutorial for this, and you know, you can like make something of your own, that's fine. I will say the only difference is that for the back, on the brown dress that I had, I did a zipper all the way down the length of the back of this dress, whereas obviously on this one you can maybe kind of see like the zipper only goes halfway, and then I just started working in the round for the remainder of the piece. So I mean, I guess that's really like the only big difference that I had between the 2 pieces. That and the fact that for this one, I kept all of the spaces in between like my drop stitches the same, whereas on the other piece, I had different sizing. So instead of making like 3 of the little cutouts, which I explained in the tutorial, you just need 1. But other than that, everything is basically the same. And I really like this. I think it's a really fun, like flirty, flowy piece. I think this is gonna be actually like so much fun to play around with for summer. So I'm really excited about that dress, and I'm obsessed with wearing dresses. So I'm like in a let's make more dresses kind of a mood, because that's like my entire wardrobe once it gets warm enough. And then the second dress that I did is half knit, half crocheted. So I bought a Centro knitting machine and I barely know how to use it, but I managed to make like well, it's not that little, but I made this like long tube, and I was trying to figure out like what to do with it. And then I just got this like brilliant idea. I was like, well, you know what? I'm gonna use this as like the base or like bodice for a dress. So this is the bottom part of the dress. I have this very pretty like lacy kind of looking ordeal going on here, and then the top is like halter. This was a pretty like relaxing project to do. It didn't take too much out of me, and it came out looking a lot better than what I thought it would. And I actually got so excited that I didn't break my pole, but my pole is no longer attached to my ceiling. So if you care to see how excited I got over this dress, you can go ahead and check out my Instagram. All of the video evidence is there. By the way, if anyone knows how to put back up the like compression X poles, please let me know. The tutorials here on YouTube for it aren't that great, and I would like to have my pole back up and functioning. I digress. This is the second dress that I made. I'm already in the works of making a third in a different color, and I'm trying to go for like a slightly different vibe, so we'll see how that turns out. But this piece is really pretty. If you would like a tutorial on something like this, let me know. Yeah, just let me know. I'll try to do it. Before I get into the very big colorful thing right here, I do have one more thing that I made, and those are Tabby mittens. I don't have them with me, but I did make 2 pairs of Tabby mittens. I actually made 3. These are really nice. You know, the Tabby like shoe style is what they were inspired off of. So you know, like the little Japanese shoe where like your big toe is separated from the rest of your toes, and like the little flip-flop sandals and like socks ordeal. So did that concept but for gloves, and as you'll be able to see, like it kind of gives off like an alien vibe, but honestly like that little alien vibe concept is so convenient. I love these stinking little mittens. So the thumb is separated obviously, but then also your index finger is separated from the remaining 3 fingers you have, so it allows for you to like pick up stuff and like, you know, maneuver things very easily. And also in the pattern I show you how you can do like the little flip up finger bits on the index finger and thumbs, so that way you can like slide your little fingers out when you need to like text and stuff, which is a very neat feature. So if you are interested in that pattern and this style of glove, then go ahead and check out my Etsy. I will leave all of the information in the description. And now we get on to the very last thing I made. Ooh, oh my gosh, okay. So the last thing that I made is this giant granny square blanket. I am not done. I do want this to be like the size of a king size bed. So I've got a lot more to go. I think I'm at like a full currently. So yeah, I'll be working on this for a little bit. But I think the most impressive part of all this is that this is only 4 days worth of work. So all it is, just 4 days of me crocheting. And if you're wondering like, Jordan, how the heck did you do all that in 4 days? I set a goal for myself. So I told myself I was gonna try and do 15 rounds a day. So when you're committed to doing 15 rounds a day, this is what you end up with in 4 days. I am a little off of 15 for all 4 days, because by the time I got to like these last like 6 or 7 rounds, I was really starting to feel the impact of what I was doing. So I had to stop. So I haven't worked on this blanket for maybe 2-3 weeks at this point, but this will be something that I slowly add to, and I think it's really pretty, and I love all of the colors that I chose for it. I think it's a really unique kind of blend. At first when I got started, I was really not liking the color pattern, but I just think like the more you work it up, like the more interesting and intricate it looks. And I actually have some ideas on how I want to add to this concept, not necessarily on this blanket, but for something else. So whenever I get to that, I will make sure that I share that with you guys a little bit later on. That's it. That is all I got for this month. I really have not made much because this blanket took up all of my energy. So I hope you enjoyed the few little things that I had to share with you guys for this month. Once again, please feel free to check out my Etsy for patterns. I do have tutorials here on YouTube, and then I also do have some things that are already made and available for purchase on my Depop, so please check that out if you so choose. And I do want to give like a quick little thank you to all the people that have been purchasing things off of my Depop. I'm almost out of like all of my hats. I do have a lot of cute scrunchies on there, which I do think are like actually adorable, so definitely get your hands on one of those because I'm not going to be making any more of them, I don't think. But yeah, I just have a lot of like interesting, unique little designs where I'm not going to do a whole bunch of them. Like it's literally just going to be one and we're done. And that kind of stuff will be up on my Depop. So make sure that you go there and you can follow my Depop account so that way you will know when new, interesting, fun little things make an appearance. So we're early on in the year, lots of cool stuff that I have left to make, and I'm excited to see where I go from here. So make sure that you're subscribed to my channel to follow me along on this journey. We can all learn and grow together, make some really awesome stuff, and just have some fun in the process. I will see you guys very soon with another video. Bye guys.